everyone, welcome back to the Seeds of Success podcast, the show where we celebrate everyday humans planting extraordinary impact. Today we're diving into a topic that determines how people see you, feel you, trust you, and remember you, even before you say a single word, right?
Yep, Orly, that's right. We're talking about your vibe, not your resume, not your credentials, not that alphabet soup that's after your name, your vibe. The invisible force that makes people think, wow, there's just something about them. I've had that feeling before.
Yeah, I know. And I feel like I can speak for everyone and say we all know someone whose vibe in his room before they do. You know, someone who's got that main character energy, that quiet confidence, that magnetic presence you can't quite explain. The good news, that's not something you're born with. It's something you build. And today we're breaking down exactly how to cultivate a vibe so strong people can feel it through their headphones. The kind of vibe that boosts your leadership, your influence, your relationships, and your success without you having to shout, hustle, or pretend.
We're going to explore the 7 vibe building elements that you can start practicing today, right after this podcast. These are simple, human, real things that make you stand out naturally. No gimmicks, no cringe, no fake it till you make it energy. So buckle up, take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back. Yes, Orly, I did say that. And get ready to step into the version of you that the world's been waiting to vibe with. Let's plant some seeds, grow some confidence, and build a vibe that absolutely can't be ignored. So we're going to start out with the very first thing, which is action over talk.
That'd be people with strong vibes that don't just say, they do. Nothing builds confidence, yours or others, like visible action. Action sharpens your message and gives your voice weight.
You actually stand out as someone who delivers and not just somebody that has a concept or theorizes. Another feature or another quality that you need to have in order to have a strong, positive vibe is grounded humility.
Yeah, like a strong vibe is confident but not arrogant. Humility shows self-awareness, nuance, and emotional maturity.
Yes, and humility attracts trust, loyalty, and genuine fans. The third feature that we want to bring out today is embracing rejection and failure.
You know, people with strong vibes aren't crushed by setbacks. They're shaped by them. Owning your failures makes you magnetic because it makes you human.
Yes, you're right. Confidence becomes internal and not dependent upon approval. The fourth feature that exhibits positive vibe is saying no to what drains you. That's really important.
Yeah, nothing kills your vibe like people pleasing and burnout. I was like that before. I always wanted to please everyone. And I've learned that it's not always important. So a strong vibe, people protect their energy.
Yes, more energy for what matters. Less resentment and a clearer direction. Very important. Our fifth quality we want to bring out is confident body language and presence. Boy, have we talked about this in the past shows, right, Orly?
Yeah, but they could tell by how you're standing or just how you could see your attitude in your face. Your vibe's physical. Posture, expression, tone, energy, they all communicate on a deep level.
Yes, and you become memorable and persuasive without any extra effort. It comes naturally. Another vibe that's important is emotional resilience in a chaotic world. Boy, that's something that in the industry that we're in, Orly, that's out there all around. So this is really important and takes a little bit of extra concentration.
Yeah, because you can't control the world, but you can't control your internal state. Nothing strengthens your vibe like calmness under pressure.
Yes, and you really benefit from this. You become someone that others look to when the world is going crazy and there's uncertainty. Our last point that we want to make when it comes to creating your own positive vibe is freedom from opinions. This is really important.
Yeah, when you stop needing approval, you unlock a vibe that's bold, authentic, and unstoppable.
And you become impossible to copy. Your vibe becomes your signature. So, Orly, I think if we put all of these together, I think you and I have a good vibe anyway. I think we come across as having a very positive vibe. We're energetic, but I think that these are definitely steps that if we follow these and try to embody these features in our vibe, that we will come across as a positive vibe. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Seeds of Success. I hope that you're feeling a little bit taller and a little bit lighter and a whole lot vibier. Is that a word, Orly?
I'm not sure. We'll make it a word.
That's right. If so, then that means that it's working. Today, we unpack the 7 elements that help you build a vibe so strong that people can feel it without even seeing you. And we hope you're already thinking about which one are you ready to grow next. Remember, your vibe isn't something you find. It's something that you cultivate. One choice, one boundary, and one brave moment at a time. From big energy to tiny habit shifts, every seed and plant adds up. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Orly, thank you for helping our listeners understand how they can come off as having such a positive vibe. And co-gardeners, in confidence, clarity, and all things personal, we love sharing this space with you every week. We'll see you next week on another episode of Seeds of Success.